Here we go, live on WBRX Radio with your boy Big Great, Mr. Underscore. You can motherfucking see me. This Facebook radio, YouTube radio, Instagram radio, baby. I'm online. So tonight we're going to get this thing started real smooth, man. This is going to be my message to Meridian Part 3. See, back in 2003, we had this guy come in Lockheed Shooting, man, and he shot a lot of folks, he injured a lot of folks. And my thing was, I was so young back then that I heard about it. I was in school, so I heard about it, but I really just didn't understand what was really going on. Like my mom called and said, you know, they had a shooting out here at Lockheed Shooting. You know what I'm saying? I think Mr. Hobson, all right, but you know, they shot Mr. Scott. Like, them the only two people I knew personally that worked out there at Lockheed Martin. My mama knew so, because, you know, Mr. Charles and Mr. Hobson used to ride to work together. Mr. Scott's wife was a substitute teacher, and she gave me a Halloween outfit back in, like, in the 5th grade. She gave me a jailbird outfit. Yes, she did. A jailbird outfit. I had the hat and the whole suit with the black and white stripes and everything. So she gave it to me, and I never forget that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I ended up marrying Mr. Hobson's daughter, but you know, me and Aaron been kicking this in 1995. We are almost 20-some years in the game. But anyhow, I just want to give y'all a couple of snippets of what actually went on in the workplace, man, back in 2003, and these folks down there let it go on. And I just want you to hear some of the shit these people had to say back then. And I just want to say it because I didn't understand it back then. I really didn't know it was that deep. And guess what? Some of these motherfuckers still running shit down there, and some of these motherfuckers still in power down there, man. These folks got kids, and they kids probably had kids now. But check it out, check it out.
Within minutes of this phone call, 6 people inside a Lockheed Martin aircraft plant in Meridian, Mississippi would be dead. Many had feared this day was coming.
We got a shooting at Lockheed in the industrial park northeast. Please hurry, hurry. Okay, ma'am, they're on the way.
A police videotape retraced the killer's steps through the plant, where horrified workers had begged to be saved.
Tell me where the man is that's doing it. We don't know. He was on the production floor. We understand that that is the last thing I know. What do we got down?
As he moved along the plant floor, where workers build U.S. military jet aircraft, the killer seemed to know who he was looking for.
He had a list, and he called his list the good niggers and the bad niggers.
What was he wearing? I don't know. Okay, do you know who it is? Yes, I think it's Doug Williams.
The name was no surprise to many at the plant. Doug Williams, a longtime Lockheed employee, who for more than a year made no secret that he was preparing for a race war.
Did Mr. Williams ever say to you that he was going to kill, and excuse me, I've got to say it this way, some black motherfuckers?
Yes.
And did you report that to anybody at
Yes,
management?
I did.
At the age of 48, Williams was outraged when black workers at the plant complained about his racial slurs or got better paying jobs.
So you got mad because the black folk got mad because you walking around the workplace calling them niggas and mad because they making money, and you actually went to your boss and told your boss that these folks out here mad at me because I'm out here calling them niggas and I don't like that they making money. He went to the boss. Man, these motherfuckers crazy. Live on WBRX Radio. We shall continue.
Williams' computer login was white power.
And he said, you know, one of these old days, I'm going to come in here and kill up me a bunch of niggas, then I'm going to kill myself.
Now, I'm going to stop right there. What up, Mr. Hobson? That was Mr. Hobson. That was Mr. Aaron Hobson. I'm married to his daughter, Aaron Hobson. Great. But at the end of the day, man, how the fuck this shit happened, man? It fucked up out, man. Man, it's so fucked up out here, bro. Man, I can't believe this shit, man. I can't believe this shit, man. Because at the end of the day, man, like Chief Silent and all them motherfuckers still in office, man. Or Billy Silent still in office, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. Like, that's fucked up, man. But it's our fault because we hold the power to vote this motherfucker up out of here. But I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm going to give y'all a couple more snippets. Check it out.
For me to do, and if this man kills me, don't forget that we got an account here, and we got an account
The woman
there.
knew she fit it
And
down,
it's
so
clear
she went home
Lockheed knew
telling
it
her
had a
husband where
problem
everything
with
was at.
Williams. The Lockheed documents we obtained, which were left out of the sheriff's public investigation report until we asked about them, show Lynette McCall was one of several employees who had detailed Williams' death threats. "You're on my list too," he had told her. All described to a Lockheed executive from regional headquarters a year and a half before the shooting.
And she said, they just don't care. They just don't care.
Don't give a fuck
Williams
about no
found
niggas.
Lynette McCall
Bitch, you better
at her
be glad
workstation.
you even making this
He's
type of
standing
money.
there,
That's their
and
thought
he
process.
taunted her with this gun. He's not just shooting her like he did other people. He got to talk to her. He got to call her different names. And
What did he say to you?
I was told that he called, didn't I tell you I'm going to kill you, bitch? And things like that. And I was told that she was begging him not to do it. And then finally he just did it, you know. But he wanted her to suffer before he did it. And that's something that's very difficult for me to live with.
Man, I bet it is, man, because at the end of the day, man, a motherfucker couldn't come home, man, Sip couldn't come home and tell me, hey, the white man out here saying he gonna kill me. The white man said, I'm a nigga and I'm on his list and he gonna kill me and he posting my job, ain't doing nothing about it. I'm saying, you already told him? And then she be like, yeah, they ain't doing nothing about it. Okay. We gonna see, nigga. We gonna, man, it's crazy, man, it's crazy. But check out what Billy Solly said. Check it out.
Within hours of the murders, Sheriff Billy Solly, with top Lockheed executives at his side, described it as simply another tragic workplace shooting, eager to dispel any idea it was connected to race.
My thoughts on a racially motivated shooting is you hate a race.
Just the sheriff.
Sheriff says Williams was not a racist.
Still in
because he
motherfucking
killed
office, I
Mickey
think.
Fitzgerald, the man who tried to stop him, and several whites received minor injuries. And because Williams spared one black woman in the classroom where the murders began.
And she's part of the black race.
So unless he had killed all blacks, you wouldn't think it would be racially motivated.
That's my interpretation, yes, sir.
As for the Lockheed Company documents detailing Williams' racial slurs and death threats, the sheriff at first denied knowing anything about them.
Really?
Did black employees complain to Lockheed, to the best of your knowledge?
I've not seen any documents from Lockheed Martin that black employees had complained about a racially hostile environment.
When pressed, the sheriff then remembered seeing the documents, but could not recall what was in them. And in those notes, were there not comments from black employees that Williams was threatening to kill?
Again, sir, I can't remember.
You can't remember that?
No, sir.
This motherfucker said he can't remember. What the documents that you did read had to been that this white man saying he gonna kill niggas. It had to been that this white man out here saying he gonna kill niggas. So anything you read had to been dealing with this white man said he gonna kill us. We talking to the sheriff. Man, we talking to the people that own the company. Man, we talking to the union. This man riding around with hats on his head like the Ku Klux Klan saying he gonna kill niggas and y'all think he playing and y'all think it's funny. Man, it's so fucked up out here, man. It's so fucked up out here, man. You know, but this part two, check it out. Check it out what they said, though. Check it out. This part two, I just want y'all to hear of what these motherfuckers be talking about.
The majority. You notice here's a colored man, a Jewish man, a butch, a mannish-looking woman.
Those are your terms.
Well, just look at the picture. And you might call nigger, we would say negro. That's what I'd probably say. It's kind of a contraction. It's respectful. It's like saying darky.
You think that's respectful?
I do.
Man, this in Meridian, Mississippi, man. This motherfucker, you heard it. This motherfucker just said we don't call them niggas. We call them niggas. Or darky. That's more respectful than calling them a nigga. Man, we so fucked up. But to be continued. Check it out. Check it out.
Mr. Rawson.
Barrett has been meeting with some of Williams' co-workers and friends, including the parents of Williams' common-law wife, Curtis and Frances Rawson. The Rawsons agree Williams was pushed too far for a white man and explained why certain racial slurs are acceptable.
Well, some of them are niggers now. There's some better folk,
You hear dude laughing
real
back
kind of dudes, full-blood nigger. But there's some good folks that they blacks, they ain't niggers.
That's the kind of language and attitude that black employees say they heard from Williams all the time, unchecked at this Lockheed plant until the morning of July 8th, 2003.
They did what he said he was going to do. He said he did not mind killing a bunch of blacks. He killed a bunch of blacks.
Bruh, what more can we do? At the end of the day, man, it's just rough on us. I keep telling y'all motherfuckers, you got to be built for both. You got to be built for that political shit, and you got to be built for that bullshit. If you going to get one or the other, political shit or just straight bullshit. And you got to be a real nigga to handle both of them. But at the end of the day, guess what? We hold the power, man. We just had Selma 50th anniversary, Bloody Mary down there in Selma, man. Folks died so we can vote, man. We got to vote Billy Solid ass up out of there. Now, I don't know if Chief Dubois want to be the sheriff, but I nominate Chief Dubois if he wants the position. He's a great guy. And I'm going to tell you something. This kind of hurt my feeling about Billy Solid, because at the end of the day, people like Officer Dubois and Billy Solid was like my age, between 35 and 38. We seen him grow up in the ranks in Meridian, cause like I was like in the 7th grade when it was Officer Dubois. I used to come home, my mama said, I heard Jap was over there. I heard Jap was over there. The dad teach, you know, Jap smart. You know what I'm saying? Jap one of the smartest black police officers in Meridian had. He scored high on the test. I'm like, what test? And who the hell is Jap? Who is Jap, mama? Then she said, oh, real niggas in the street know him as Jap. Live on WBRX Radio. No, she didn't say that, you know what I'm saying? But my dad used to work with Officer Dubois at Anderson Hospital before he became a police officer. So, you know, people of my dad's age call him Jap. See, real niggas in the street know him as Jap. But most of us know him as Chief Dubois. You see what I'm saying? And Chief Dubois was a real dude. He helped me out plenty of time. I got some trouble down here in Jackson, Mississippi, man. July the 3rd, 1994. I was locked up down there in Jackson. It was July the 3rd, so the judge was gone. And I couldn't burn out because it was a holiday, July the 4th, so I couldn't get out that bitch to July the motherfucking 5th. Then I had to go to court. Officer Dubois, or Chief Dubois, wrote a letter to the judge. I don't mean to put it out there. Wrote a letter to the judge, told him about my character and how he knew me and all that stuff. The case got dismissed just off a letter, bro. You see what I'm saying? Real talk, man. And my mama said, look here. Sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere, cause motherfucker can't get your ass out of trouble every damn time, and trouble easy to get into and hard to get out to, and I ain't got no motherfucking money to be getting these motherfuckers out here. You see what I'm saying? So eventually I just click, sit my ass down, cause it's hard to get out of trouble. But at the end of the day, man, we hold the key, man. We hold the power of vote, man. We got to vote his ass up out of here, man. This motherfucker, man, you gonna sit on national TV and say some shit like that? Then again, for people in Meridian to lose their life at the workplace like that, and motherfuckers in Meridian walking around there like this shit didn't even happen, man, we got to do we got to make some type of way where we got to honor these people that got wounded and lost their lives out here after we done told these motherfuckers out here this man said he gonna kill us niggas, man. For real, man. I didn't know it was that deep, man, because I was at school, so if you wasn't in Meridian at that time to experience and to really go through it with the people that were going through it, you didn't know it was that serious if you wasn't in the city of Meridian. But then we still didn't know it was that serious because it came on and it went off and it went away. You see what I'm saying? But nah, that shit some real shit. This shit just happened in 2003 in Meridian, Mississippi. And then we all know now, they just hung a motherfucker back down here in Mississippi a couple of days ago. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this shit couldn't happen this time in 2015 with these cell phones and social media and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and shit. See, Billy Side, you got off easy. Because if we had all this social media shit right here, boy, you had to get the fuck up out of there. You had to resign today. And whoever the mayor was then and whoever he was up under, whoever his boss was, as soon as he seen his interview, he should have got his ass up out of that bed, put his motherfucking clothes on, went to his house and knocked on that door and said, bitch, you fired. You fired. You fired, goddamn. How the fuck you gonna get on TV and say some shit like this? Now, if it was behind closed doors, that one thing how we wouldn't know about it. But you got on national TV and said you can't remember some documents that you said you read, but you can't remember what you read. But whatever you read had to deal with some shit about this white man saying he gonna kill niggas. Huh? Come on, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, go back and look into my message of Meridian Part 1. And I told y'all back then, before I really knew about this shit right here, man, we hold the power of vote, man. We can vote whoever we want in here. If you want something in your city or your town, you got to vote the motherfucker to say yes in, and you got to vote the motherfucker to say no out of that bitch. We hold that motherfucker. They sitting around here hooping, hollering, join churches, and do all these special activities and shit to get our vote. Then once they get in the office, they don't do shit. Well, you got 4, 3, 2, whatever, how many years you in there. If you don't do what we want to do, we going to vote your ass up out there, bitch, now. Like, you know, motherfucker get mad to me, they want to move to California, Denver, you know what I'm saying, Amsterdam, Chicago, all these folks that legalize marijuana because they want to smoke and all that shit. I ain't saying it right or wrong. I'm just using this for an example. If you want that in your city, if you want that in your state, you got to vote the people in there that going to say yes and vote the people out of there that going to say no and send their ass on out because I don't care how much power they got. If they ain't in office they can't really do shit, bruh. And we got the power to put them in office, and we got the power to put them out of office. So I'm just saying, I still hold my registration card in Meridian. My mama said, well, your registration card, you gonna come down here and vote? I'm like, I don't know who running, cause it all depends on who running. If I know you, if I like it, I might come down there. But I tell you one, for bring my